the mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike. On the mic with Mike. On the mic with Mike.
I'm on the mic with Mike. He's like a guru.
No, he's a businessman with a great radio show.
And he supports the nonprofits.
What? Go and grow.
Yeah, Mike King isn't a businessman. He's a businessman with his own talk show. On the mic with Mike is the best business radio program in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine. I have no connection to, support, of agreement with any other host, information, or ads on the station. I don't work for the station. My program just airs here on a daily basis. So join me as our cutting edge show. We uplift the community and showcase RVA in a different way. Sound you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business, otherwise known as ESPN Richmond. I'd like to thank our show sponsors. Make sure you check them out. That is Fast Signs, Rob White, Chris Mayfield. We have Anchor in Leadership, as well as Jerry Howard. We also had the Women Speaking Sports RVA. That is Women Speaking Sports Clearly. And so that is every Wednesday at the Hilton Hotel. So make sure you go check them out. In the building with us, a friend of the family came back. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Becker is back. Welcome back.
Thanks, Mike. Good to be here.
I know it's a cast of thousands welcoming Stephanie Becker back. Ladies and gentlemen, for the 2 or 3 people who do not know who you are, she runs the coolest nonprofit in town, Better2gether. Already, I always say it's a business show. Give us your elevator pitch, ma'am.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Mike. Better2gether is a local nonprofit. I'm the executive director, co-founder, and we provide support services to children with rare and complex medical illnesses. So that means kids that have things that are outside the box of well-known illnesses like cancer or juvenile diabetes. We get those kids that have things that you haven't heard of. We provide recreational programming, resource coordination, and sometimes most importantly, it's just the community of like families. So these kids have a place to belong.
So you know firsthand that was the birth of Better2gether, and
right.
You know what a support system looks like and what it means. Talk to our listeners about what that really means, because a lot of times we all know the big where your kid has this and then falls into that category, and there's a support system. You have a child who has something a little different. Next thing you know, you're out there alone, but
Exactly.
Not for sure, because Better2gether is there helping.
Absolutely. You know, the organization was started with our experience having a child with pediatric cancer. And while that diagnosis is devastating and isolating, we quickly were involved in local nonprofits that serve pediatric cancer and their families. And we got to experience what support felt like, to the point where when a friend's son was diagnosed with a rare illness and there was no support, you know, we got to see that gap in services. We saw what it looked like to have a family and have siblings and parents that were supported versus a family that was left to navigate it alone. I looked back about 10 months into Jack's treatment and saw that how instrumental being a part of a community, feeling supported in areas that you didn't even know you needed was important. It was changing our life, and I could see how families needed that going forward.
Stephanie Becker, she is a true warrior. So she's out in the streets making a difference. You're playing injured as well. So
I am. I'm down a leg.
Yeah, she is down a leg, and she came in on a roller, but it's not blinged out. It's kind of blinged out, but not totally. So you're low riding. Tell everyone what's happened to you and why you're running around town, because you're not missing a beat. You're just rolling around town now.
I am not. It's been almost 12, I don't even know, February, I fractured my heel bone running. And now I get to be the owner of this sporty scooter and a sweet pair of crutches. But no, I have too much to do to slow down. So I wheeled myself in here to talk to you. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up I want to share with you guys.
All right, on the mic with Mike, we bring you the best and brightest. This is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network. Steph Beck is here with us as usual. We go way back, and so you know it's always great when you show up. So you have a lot of exciting things happen. You have your golf tournament
We do.
And you know, you launched my career as an MC.
That is solid.
That
and
is
that's
true.
true.
That is true.
You
Because
did
when
an
you said,
excellent job.
well, thank you. I was nervous. So when you said at the golf tournament, would I be the guy who gave out the gifts?
Yeah.
Clearly.
I remember your face when I said, hey, will you come MC the golf tournament? You
And
looked at me like,
you're crazy.
you are crazy. In fact, you said that.
Yes,
But that's just not the first time I've heard
that's
that.
true.
since I've
So here I am doing that. So now we're replaying it again. What's that been? 2 years or 3 years?
that was last year.
We came out of the pandemic.
Yeah, we did it last year. We
Oh.
were last May. You
And
came out.
You guys had the barrel of cheer.
That's right.
Everybody tried to win that.
Yeah, this year we're excited. We're kind of stepping up our game because I don't do status quo.
No,
So
you don't.
we have raffle items for players and participants this year, which is where you saw the bourbon basket last year. This year it's being featured online. So we are opening up the opportunity to own 7 bottles of bourbon, plus a bunch of other things in an online silent auction. So that link is going to be on our website.
And so this golf tournament, where's it going to be located?
We're at Meadowbrook Country Club this year. We're excited to be there. It's our first year there. They're great hosts already. We're planning a great day with a bunch of great sponsors. The event is sponsored. The title sponsor is called Federal Credit Union. Wonderful community partners of ours.
They roll with you guys a lot, don't they?
This is the 3rd year they've been our title sponsor.
Talk about, and so I always say changing the world ain't cheap, easy, or free. Talk about what it
True.
means for you guys, the sponsors, and you show some love to some of the other ones that you guys have out there.
Absolutely. We have some great sponsors this year. We're really excited to welcome back RBI Services.
Shout out to my man Jimmy Comer, Chris Smith out there doing some amazing work.
That's right. We also have Edward Jones. We have a local rep with Edward Jones, Josh Pucci. We have North Bank Partners, which is another longtime community partner as well. Let's see. Gosh, now you
Put you on the spot.
I know. There you
All
go.
righty. So the date of the tournament is
June 8th.
June 8th.
It's next
And
Wednesday.
It is next Wednesday, and this is one of your main fundraisers for the year.
It is. It's we hold 2 big fundraisers a year, the golf tournament and then our 5K in the fall, which will be super exciting. So this is I like this event because it's really catered to our community businesses. It's a way for, business is still done on the golf course.
Yes.
And so this is a way for businesses to come out, support our community, support our organization, do something good, but also, conduct business.
Business is done on a golf course, but hey, we got some new friends in the building. Business is going to be done on the paddle boat. But can you?
Oh, I can't wait to hear about that.
Can you? But it's powered. You don't have to do all the pedaling because I know you're a leg down now, and I'm no help.
Yeah, don't
too,
talk to me about paddling
because
right now.
my Achilles tendon is killing me too. I tell people I had an altercation with my 6-year-old grandson. It was me, him, and a football, and I lost.
Oh, my
And so
Lord.
I could use the scooter.
It's legit.
thing, but I'm a grown man. I can't be out there wheeling around on that thing. I take enough abuse as it is.
Well, yours would look way cooler than mine. I mean, you would bling it out. And
I'm-
it's not forever. This is why I have not committed to this, is because that I do not plan for this to be long term.
That's why I didn't ride in the one at Kroger, because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be over this thing. That's the last thing I need to be scooting around Kroger
Yeah.
or Publix in the little, in the buggy thing.
I know.
That's for people who are
It's
really.
humbling.
That is true.
It is humbling.
Can we get back to the regular show?
I would love it.
Thank you. Okay. So one of my Stephanie Becker's here. How can people find out information about Better Together?
We are online, obviously, Better Together RVA, and that's better, BETTER, the number 2, Gether, RVA.org is our website. And we're on Facebook, Better Together RVA as well.
And so this golf tournament, so I got a new toy. This golf tournament is to raise,
There you go.
yes.
Yeah.
It is to raise dollars for Better Together.
Exactly.
Alrighty. So how long has Better Together been around?
We started in 2017 and began supporting families in 2018 after we built our board and funding. So we're just, kind of, 4 years strong into it. Most excitedly, I think the reason these golf tournaments and the fundraising events and just donors in general are so important to us is because we are super excited to be partnering with the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU on a brand new complex care clinic. Probably haven't heard a lot about it. It's kind of niche, but This clinic is specially designed to serve the unique needs of kids with medical complexity, our population. Their model of care is unique, but it's also found around the country at the top children's hospitals in the country. So we are the non-medical support to this new model of care for kids here in Richmond that have 5 or more specialists or are technology dependent. It's pretty groundbreaking. It's the first of its kind in Virginia. So we're super excited. But what that means for us is more demand. And we don't ever want to tell a family, no, we don't have room to help. And
because
so
you guys really had made some changes. You went through COVID, you never stopped.
Correct.
And you
No, we
kept
couldn't.
going because you couldn't stop.
Yeah, we did what a lot of people did, was just look at how we can operate differently, but our families needed different things. So we were fortunate enough to really up our game in the way of volunteers, and got volunteers to provide a lot of support services that our families needed while some of our programming was on hold. And they're still coming out of that in a way. I think all of us are, but families that have kids with chronic illness have to navigate life differently.
That is true. Hey, shout out to my good friend, Dr. Ruffin. He's the coolest neuroscientist that I know. He's over Virginia Union, but in reality, he's the only neuroscientist that I know.
They're smart people.
They are smart people, and I don't know how I know them, but I'm lucky for it. One of my step back is here. We got to go away and take a break. As I always say, the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Perfect.
You don't want to miss Mike King Biz Radio, the king of RVA Business Talk Radio on ESPN 106.1 FM, The Choice 105.3, and worldwide on IBGR.network. Would you join me, please, in welcoming Mike King Biz Radio?
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day.
That's what I do.
Hi, well, you know who I am. Make sure you check out my man, Mike King Biz. His program, On the Mic with Mike Orvier, is the best business-ish radio program in Orvier. Mike King Biz Radio can be heard on ESPN Richmond 106.1 and The Choice 105.3. Me and Minnie listen every day, and you should too.
One of Mike, ESPN Richmond, Mike back with Stephanie Becker, Better Together. She is going to read off the list of her sponsors. Hold on 1 second.
But that's nice.
Stephanie Becker, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mike. Well, part of what I talk about when people ask me, what do we look for? What do you need? What do you look for in partners? And our community partners are so important to us. This year, I'm super excited about our golf tournament from the standpoint of we've got some great relationships that we've built over the years with Town Bank. They're coming back as a sponsor, as well as Guild Mortgage. Jake Fuller is just a great guy all over Virginia now, as well as Meadows, Urquhart, Acre, and Cook, local accountants. They're going to do our golf towels this year. Super excited to have them back, along with Dominion Payroll. Again, just great consistent partners, but I'm really excited about some new ones out here. So listen to this. We've got Berkeley Environmental, which is a new one. They're going to be at our putting green this year. I love this. So just met Julie and Corey. I was on their radio show not long ago. They're with SB Pace and Cabo Fish Taco, new restaurant out here. So you got to check them out.
In Short Pump?
No, it's Southside.
Southside. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go check them out.
Yeah, they're over there. So they're our drink sponsor.
Well, we always say, shout out to the drink sponsors.
Yeah, they're the heart of the party, right?
That is true.
But also excited, our newcomers, the Mike Chenault group with Hometown Realty. I've had a great relationship with Ariel over there, as well as Mike. So we're really excited to have them out.
Really
and
community minded, Mike Chenault and those guys.
They are. And this was just a good fit for us to begin to work together. So I'm excited. And then a longtime supporter, Ann Mitchell Real Estate with the Kurzanet Group. She's our T sponsor, which is fantastic. Adams Enterprises is our longest drive sponsor. And then we're really excited to welcome South State Bank. And actually, Bobby Cowgill and my son, Jack, also went to school together. So I'm really glad that this is a chance for us to begin working together as well. And then another new one, Virginia Credit Union. So
Well, you
we've
rolled
had
out all the big dogs.
I tell you what, we
Man,
have
Stephanie Becker rolling out the big dogs for Better Together.
we're excited. It's a great mix. I mean, we've got restaurants, we got accountants, we got realty, we got mortgage, we got everything.
You got it, and you know what else you got? ESPN Mike King's coming out there.
And I get to be here to tell you about it.
I don't know.
But you know the best part?
What's that?
You are going to be there.
I'm going to be broadcasting.
You haven't even talked about broadcasting.
I know. Well, boy.
Our sponsors get to talk to you. Our participants get to talk to you. We'll even send a volunteer over.
Just to send folks our way.
That's right.
That's right. You know,
and the drink cart will stop by.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure.
They don't need to stop by. They could just park there. That's right. All right. So Stephanie Becker here, Better Together. Really quickly, once again, with the how people can find you.
Yeah, we are on the web, www.better2gether.rva.org, and that's BETTER, the number 2, gether.rva.org. Also on Facebook, Better Together RVA, and Instagram, it's Better Together B2G. Our website's got a link to our golf tournament. If you're looking to play, we've still got spots open to play. So bring a foursome and get engaged. It's going to be a great day.
One of the things we always talk about is collaboration. You guys are really good. You really know, a lot of people. And when you're out there as a nonprofit, that's important. What have you learned coming through the pandemic that you didn't do before?
I think you nailed it. I think we have recognized that being a partner in the community is important. Our job is to provide support to the families, but the best way we can do it, our name says it all. We know that we are better when we work together. So we look for those like-minded businesses, those companies, even those civic groups that say, hey, what you're doing is important. And I want to provide value to our sponsors, to our community partners. I was at a Rotary meeting this morning, Rotary of Midlothian. And we applied for a grant that they gave us some money to get a new program started. So, we value our community as we take a picture.
Mike King, step back is here. So how do you go about the idea when you go to get a grant? What does that mean to you guys? Because as a nonprofit, you guys are always looking, I always say changing the world ain't cheap, easy, or free.
Nope.
And you can only go to your sponsor type folks so much, but you also need to establish relationships. Really quickly touch on that, why that's important, establishing relationships so that when times are hard, you can go and call up to someone and say, hey, you know what, can you show us some love?
Donor relations is huge, and staying in touch with your donor and reminding them, hey, this is why you supported us, last year and the year before, in the past 4 years, telling them, what we're doing to impact families, how we're using their money. That's what they want to know. Where's my money being used? Is it research? Is it a national organization? Are you paying overhead? Or does that money go directly into the hands of families to impact them and change their lives?
Because you guys operate pretty slim.
Oh, we're lean.
You guys are lean.
We are lean.
You guys are really lean.
Yeah. We do not have a brick and mortar office. We do not have,
how many employees do you guys have?
We have 3, but everybody's part-time.
You're 3 part-timers.
Yeah, we work really hard, but we work smart, and we use our time well. And again, if you're going to give me money, I want you to know that it's being used the best way. It's being used the way you would want it to be used.
So how do you think that you guys qualified and won the grant over that you did this morning?
Well, the neat thing about what we're doing is, quite frankly, nobody else is doing it. I mean, we are the only people.
You were in your own lane.
We are in our own lane. And what we're doing is bringing access to services and opportunities to kids that wouldn't normally have them. And this particular, Rotary really values family and children. And I hope that them hearing, that we're delivering a service and an opportunity to kids that would not otherwise have access to it, meant something. And I think it did, obviously. So we're excited to be able to reduce the barriers to services that these families face. I mean, so many people talk about equity and inclusion. That is our bottom line. We are bringing equity to this population.
Really quickly. So when I first met you, you told me something that stuck with me. Asking a family of a child who's sick or a person who's sick, how you doing?
How you doing?
That's a loaded question.
It's always a loaded question, and nobody wants to know the answer. I told you that back then.
Nobody does.
Nobody wants to know.
One thing, you're kind of scared. You hope it's not you. You know, I hope if she tells me that, it may be like the cooties. I may catch it, and next thing you know, I'm in trouble.
That's right.
That's true. But you're saying people, it's pleasantries. How you doing?
How you doing? I told you back then, you don't want to know.
Because your hair may catch on fire.
It's exactly right.
That is true. All righty. Step Back is here. One last time. How can people find you?
We are at Better2gether.rva.org online. That's BETTER, the number 2 gether, GETHER, and Facebook Better Together RVA. Instagram is Better Together B2G.
Golf tournament info
On our website, homepage of our website.
There you go. Mike King is going to be out there. We're taking our talents, like LeBron said. We're taking our where are we going to?
We're going to Meadowbrook, June 8th.
Meadowbrook, June 8th. We'll be out there. So on the Mic with Mike, this is part of Mike King Biz Radio Network, ESPN Richmond, 106.1, The Choice 105.3. That's where we are every day, as well as International Business Coach Radio. Got to give a shout out to my man Jimmy Comer.
Absolutely.
He's out there making all the difference in the world, and all the nonprofits. Shout out to all the businesses. We're coming up, and we're going to talk to our friends at Paddle RVA. Paddle Club RVA is here. We're going to talk to them. It's a new thing in town here, and they're doing some really cool things. So on the Mic with Mike, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks now.
Thanks.